Hi, it's Mimmi from C-Mimmi-O and welcome to my YouTube channel. And as a former partner marketing director and channel marketing and ecosystem marketing head, I wanted to talk to you about something that I feel really close to. And that's how to build a B2B tech ambassador program that actually drives retention. Sounds like a long list of words. What I actually see a lot in B2B market that what is the most underrated growth strategy isn't acquisition, it's loyalty. Retention actually creates predictability. Advocacy creates credibility, and both compound over time. And yet I see companies still investing far more in getting new logos than in activating customers who already trust them. I think that's a big mistake because the strongest brands in B2B tech are built with customers, not just marketed to them. So what really is an ambassador program? A customer ambassador program isn't swag, it isn't discounts, and it's definitely not a referral link spammed on LinkedIn. At its core, it's about structured relationship with your most successful and engaged customers. And I want to really emphasize the word engaged customers. Sometimes you would like to prefer the tier ones that bring a lot of money, but not all of them are really engaged with you in a partnership way. So make sure that when you are thinking about your ambassador program, you have to have different qualifiers to it, not just revenue stream. There has to be other reasons, and sometimes the one that is the mid like size in revenue stream can actually be your strongest ally. These companies that are really engaged with your company have the people who create the real results. They believe in the product and they are willing to share their experience on their terms. Emphasize the word on their terms. And in return, they don't want money first. They want visibility, influence, and meaning. And when this is done right, advocacy sales trust. And when this is done right, advocacy scales trust. Something no ad budget can ever buy. Why do I feel that this matters now more than ever? Here's the reality of B2B buying today. Sales cycles are long. You have like huge, large buying committees from different departments. The trust is the hardest thing to earn. It is researched that peer validation shortens decision making. It reduces perceived risk and it accelerates deals. Retention also costs dramatically less than acquisition. Even a small uplift in retention has an outsized impact on profitability. In an AI-driven world full of generated content, real customer voices actually have become the strongest signal of truth. When you're designing the program, you should start with intent. The biggest mistake that companies actually make launching an ambassador program without a goal. The biggest mistake companies make is that they launch an ambassador program without a goal. Before anything else, you should define what success looks like, how you'll measure it, and what the first 90 days are for. Then identify the right people. Everyone needs to be a keynote speaker. Some advocates actually shine in case studies, others in feedback loops, others quietly refer peers behind the scenes. And in here, peering matters, and so does consent. Advocacy must always be voluntary, respectful, and human. And the value exchange is actually where most fail. B2B customers aren't motivated by hoodies. What they're motivated by, influence, access, recognition, and professional credibility. The strongest programs offer co-marketing visibility, roadmap input, early access, and a real seat at the table. Money can be a part of it, carefully, but meaning always outperforms incentives. If advocacy feels transactional, it won't scale. People can pick on it. So, what are the risks, the reality of it, and the discipline? We know that ambassador programs fail when advocates are overused. Authenticity is compromised and ROI isn't tracked. This is why governance really matters. If you have someone heading ecosystem channel or partner or ambassador programs, let them do their work. They need to concentrate on that work. Customer success, marketing, sales, and legal must all be aligned from day one. Automate tracking if you want, but never automate appreciation. Advocacy is a relationship capital, but burn that once and it is gone. And then to measuring. If you consider advocacy as a strategic, measurement must tie back to business impact. What you should be looking at is renewal uplift, referral influence pipeline, expansion velocity, and NPS deltas. Over time, you should be able to recognize a pattern of advocate accounts staying longer, expanding faster, and closing deals you'd never win alone. The best ambassador programs don't feel like marketing programs at all. They feel like strong partnerships, relationships. When the customers become co-authors of your story, the retention strengthens, trust compounds, and growth becomes sustainable. That's not a campaign. That is a strategy. I wrote a blog post about it. The link is in the description. That's all from me now. Bye!